They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. Breaks the tackle. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls it in. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Got his man to the left, and he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. He wants it all. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He's going to take off. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Tulsa move the chains by keeping it on the ground. They might go right back to it here. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Here's the pressure. Got his man on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Gonna look downfield again. He makes the grab. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Just moments ago, the Golden Hurricane stuck in its own end, and now they're generating some momentum. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Tulsa wasting no time. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Might be changing the route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where...
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it. First down and more.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Trying to find the end zone. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Swings it out to his running back. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Makes the catch. It's Rice.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Rice. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that ball.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Looking for more room. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Moves around to clear up the vision. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to... He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
You don't always have to block the punt to impact it, and that pressure did that time. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Floats it out in space. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Right on the money. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He's got it. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the...
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And he'll just get rid of that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Trying play action. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down, fist up in the air, nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Give to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Picks up the 1st down. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Gives it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Cowboys had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. And he's going to try to return this one. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Connection to the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Tulsa. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Washington. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. He's looking to pass.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was
trying to burn this defensive back. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Snags it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air, it's Washington. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. The Golden Hurricane might just throw this thing deep on 2nd and inches. Direct snap. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Offense gets set for second down. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And with 4 seconds left, this one to save the game. Right down the boulevard. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Hey, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! They strike first in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Sometimes those big targets at wide receiver almost spoil you. You think, just throw it in the area code. Well, that didn't work that time.
No, might be you get a new phone. That phone didn't work if you were searching for the area code because he definitely wasn't on target. And, you know, a lot of times you rush it to and you see that guy out wide, you want to hit that matchup, but that was not an accurate throw at all.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Plucks it out of the air. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be